What's going on, man? It's the Us Men podcast. I am JB.
I'm boy Dre. What's happening?
And we're back with another episode of Us Men, right? We got episode 2 here. We got a lot of great feedback on the first episode, which shout out to everybody that supported, downloaded, retweeted, listened. For sure, definitely appreciate the support, the feedback as well.
Absolutely.
So it was definitely a good time. Last week, I was down bad under the weather, so we didn't get the second episode done. So we had to come back this week for week 2. But how's everything been going for you, man? In the last couple days, last week or so, since the last time I saw you. Well, before
since 2 days ago.
Nah, since before the last time I saw you.
Damn. Everything been cool, man. Yeah, man. No complaints. Job been cool. Family been cool.
Yeah,
son
man.
Healthy. No complaints, man.
New job status.
New job. Yeah.
That's treating you good.
Yeah, for sure. Doing a lot of training there. Yeah, man. No complaints. Everything been smooth.
That's probably the worst part about a new job.
Why is that?
Is the training part.
I actually enjoy the training part.
Oh my goodness.
I actually enjoy it because ain't no expectations.
That's true, but the training part is so redundant, especially when you got to sit there. They going through all of the packets, and you going through all the HR stuff, and they coming in and they talking. That is the onboarding is the worst part, bro. I hate onboarding, bro.
Like, be slow, make your days go by super slow.
Yeah,
like,
and then you just feel like it could be. It don't matter what time of year it was. You could just feel like it's gonna be dark when you come outside because it's always a room that ain't got no windows.
Mm-hmm.
Like you walking down it's always a long hallway and no windows, and you just be like, bro, where am I at? Like you in a dungeon.
For sure.
That's the worst part about onboarding.
For sure.
But yeah, I know. Like the last week, I was sick, so I didn't really get to do much. Wife went out of town celebrating her birthday.
Yeah.
And I get sick. I'm like, man,
yeah,
I was about to have the house to myself. I was about to have a peace and quiet week. I get sick.
Man, what they say you had?
I don't even. They think it was the flu.
Yeah.
When I reached out to my doctor, they was like, "Oh, I think it's the flu," and they was like, "Oh, we can't give you antibiotics," and I'm like, "What I'm supposed to do?"
Yeah,
but
your body fight it.
Yeah, but I was like, I got my rest, I got my fluid, so
good,
I was
glad you in good health.
Yeah, man, I feel a lot better than I did, man. You know what I'm saying? But
for sure,
it was definitely it was a little rocky there for a second, man.
Yeah.
But we back here, another episode. Our topic this week is that we wanted to dive into is just about peace, right? So what does peace look like for you as a man? In this world we're often told, to toughen up or, keep it together.
Right.
So we wanted to really take a deep dive into it, and just kind of really see what does peace really mean to you personally. What do you think peace means in this society? Peace is definitely a word that you hear a lot now.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I've heard the word peace more in the last 2 or 3 years.
Absolutely.
Just like in the popular culture and society, I feel like they try to make peace like a real popular word.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I'm not always the the popular word type of person because sometimes I just feel like a lot of stuff kind of gets overused. So what do you think in terms of for you? What does peace look like for you first?
I think peace got a lot of different layers to it, man. I think it's, when I think about peace, I think about the external factor of it, and also think about the internal factor of it. When I think about peace looks like going outside at night and just woo-sign sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it look like that.
I get that.
But from the internal aspect of it, I think it's like a spiritual warfare in a sense. You know what I mean? Like that constant war between yourself. And I think being at peace is being able to win that battle within yourself. Like,
for sure.
Yeah. I also think that it's important too that we realize or come to some type of realization that sometimes when you battling that internal war or the internal, feeling at not being at peace, you bleed onto others, and most of the time it be the ones that's closest to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Sure,
they can show up in different forms, and we might not even be recognizable sometimes. But I think being at peace, to sum everything up, is basically being one with yourself, and having, I don't know how to even word it. I guess having a spiritual guidance in a sense.
Okay. Do you think, like for you, do you think your peace can rely on like others? Like for example,
No.
like you don't think so?
Nah.
So like I find like for me personally, like my peace is like when I'm with my children.
Right.
Right. Like
yeah. Okay.
Like I think that's like the biggest form. Like when I'm with my family, like
yeah.
we ain't even gotta be doing nothing. Like we just in the house, we chilling. We can all be in separate rooms.
Right.
But like we together. Like I know like we here. Like I know my wife is safe. I know my kids are safe. Like that's peace to me. Like knowing like we in this spot that we pay the bills for. Absolutely, the lights is on. There's food in the refrigerator.
And that's what I meant by when I said it's got different layers. To it. You feel
and like I think that's like for me, especially as I get older, I find myself like don't get me wrong, I love my family. Like you know, my mom, my dad, my brother, sister, cousin, everybody. I love my family, but
for sure,
my family like that I created is top priority for me.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
like
always.
You know what I'm saying? So that like as long as the 4 people in my household, as long as we good, like I can sleep well at night knowing that, you know, we doing what we supposed to do.
Yeah, for sure.
But before we move forward, we gonna keep going into this peace conversation.
For sure.
I forgot to ask my question for the beginning.
What's that?
You know, the mental health check-in. Right. Mental health is super, super duper important.
Absolutely.
Especially right now is that time of year where it start to get a little gloomy outside, and that seasonal depression start to kick in, and you know, so the big thing I wanted to do is
a real thing.
Man. And I just wanted to check in, see where you at mental health wise on a scale of 1 to 10. Like, where would you put yourself right now?
Probably like a 7.5, 8, something like that. For sure. I've been pretty cool, man. I've been like I said, I had no complaints. You know what I mean? I feel like life is moving smooth right now. I got my son on the way. You know what I mean? Happy about that. You know, like I said, I don't have no complaints. So on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably about a strong 8. What about yourself?
Strong 8. That's good.
Yeah.
I would. Man, I would probably go like a 6.5, 7.
Yeah.
In that range. That seasonal depression really like. Yeah. This is the first time, like, I've always heard it, and I always kind of felt like, you know, I feel it every now and then, like, but, like, right now, especially, like, working in the elements and, like, seeing the day go, like, I'll be outside, and I literally watch it go from dark to light.
Yeah.
And then I watch it go from light to dark. And,
it's getting dark.
You know, when you outside by yourself all day, like, it start to hit. You just like, dang, like...
Yeah.
It's depressing being out there by yourself all day, especially as it get darker, and you just like, dang, I feel alone.
So let me ask you this: so what's one of the ways you cope with that, or how do you get through that?
Man, right now, I mean, the first thing I told my wife.
Yeah.
We was talking on the phone actually while I was going through it, because one, it was dark. I was venting and I was just going through it. And you know, she actually gave me some great advice.
That's good.
We was just talking, and I was like, man, because you know, sometimes, especially like when you vent, all you just want to hear is like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And she gave me some really good advice, and I actually took it.
Yeah.
In the process, she was like, you know, why not read the Bible? Like, listen to the Bible while you're out there. So I actually started my journey of listening to the Bible while I'm at work. I did an hour.
Yeah.
So I did an hour that was Friday.
Yeah.
I did an hour Saturday, and then I did an hour today.
That's good, man.
Just going through and kind of listening to it, man. And honestly, it really brought me a lot of just comfort.
Yeah.
As I was out there going through it. You know, because I feel like everybody goes through their journeys, like, you know, their spiritual journeys, religious journeys. Like, everybody goes on their journeys at different moments.
Yeah.
You know, so
we all go through it.
You know, everybody goes through it, right? There's gonna be a moment in time where you just know that this is something bigger to you that you need in your life to kind of, you know, help propel you forward. And when those times get rough, or when you feel like, you know, it's something that you need, or you need to lean on.
Yeah.
You got that foundation.
Absolutely. You know? I know exactly what you mean, bro. From firsthand, like I said, I didn't even realize that, or never heard of seasonal depression before either. I probably was like maybe 26, 27 or something like that when I first heard the term. And I'm like, dang, like, so I started diving into it. I might have been still in school. I got my undergrad in psychology and mental health. Right. So I might have been in school when I heard the term. I can't remember. But yeah, man, I started realizing, like, dang, like, this is real. You know what I mean? So I found myself going through that myself. And it's interesting, though, because it's like I'm only feeling this way because of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's kind of conflicting to me because it's like, dang, I don't even feel like this because, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I've experienced that firsthand for sure.
Yeah,
and one of the things, one of the things that helped me, like you said, listening to the Bible, was listening to sermons.
Yeah.
Was listening to sermons and having conversations with, you know, my close friends, my wife, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, last podcast, going to the boxing gym and things like that. But, that's a real thing, man. It's a real thing.
The craziest thing as a person, like as a human being, is to not feel okay and not know why.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the craziest thing,
man,
like you could go through. Is to like,
it's in the food.
Like, but you know, it might be, but like in general though, like you feeling like everything is good, like kids is good, family good, everybody healthy and fine, and then you just like, I'm not good, like, and I don't know why. Like it's a crazy feeling for sure. But yeah, man, I think it's been a few, like it's just hit, so it was, you know, the first couple of days, you know, I feel a lot better than I did at that moment, especially, you know, just kind of taking that advice and you know, having that moment and opportunity really to talk to my wife about something that was that, but being comfortable enough to say it, right?
How hard was that?
It was hard, but it wasn't hard. Like it was, like I said on the first episode, I'm learning like vulnerability. Even still at this age, at 30, I'm still learning vulnerability and kind of understanding it's okay to let that out. So it wasn't as hard because I mean, my wife listens. She, you know, so you know, she gives me that opportunity to be able to talk to her and be that for me.
Express yourself. Sure.
So I mean, to me, I think that's like the biggest thing that's important. So being able to have that, it was good for me. And just, you know, kind of figuring out the next steps in terms of just, you know, making sure we good. Like you don't never want to be at no 6.5. Like I'm, you know, 7, 8. You know, because there's always gonna be stuff that go on in life to where I don't think if you a 10, if your mental health is a 10.
I don't think that even exists.
You are a special person because it's so many stressors and things that happen in life that just are out of our control. That I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that can be like, I'm a perfect 10 all the time.
Nah, absolutely not. That's not even reality. Like you said, it's a lot of stress, a lot of things that goes on in the world that you have no control over, and part of you might be like, you know, I got this, or I'm not gonna stress about it, but then it'd be something else. Like you might even
still stressed about
it. Something else. You know what I'm saying? Like so, for sure, man. So I guess to sum it all up, you say that your definition of peace, or what helps you cope with it, is
so
leaning towards God and leaning on your
family,
wife.
man. I think that's it's so important. And then I think, you know, just like personally, like making time for yourself still.
And
it's hard too, especially when you got kids and you got, you know, your relationship. You don't want anything to lack, right? You don't want to have your kids and be like, I'm not giving them enough time. And then you don't want your wife and be like, I'm not giving her enough time.
Right, for sure.
Because you're gonna end up on the other side.
Right. One of my fears when it comes to that made me think about a conversation I had with my wife, man. It was not being intentional and present. Like you could be in the same house as somebody, but you ain't really there. You know what I'm saying? And I always made it a thing to make sure that even though I'm right here and my son right here, I'm making sure he feel like I'm right on. Whether I'm watching a movie or, you know, playing whatever card game you want to play or whatever. But I feel like that's very important too, and I feel like that's one of the things that helped me to climb out of myself of feeling like I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling some type of way, I'm leaning on my kids and my family, and I feel like those are one of the things that, you know, will help when you like look at it from that perspective.
For sure. And then, you know, so from a standpoint of like the physical, right? The physical aspect of peace. I know you say you go to the boxing gym.
Yeah.
That's like your big thing. Is there anything else that you do physically to take care of Dre?
Outside of going to the boxing gym, just going to the Planet Fitness or something like that and lifting, talking about it with my boys or something like that, whatever it is I'm going through or whatever it is they facing, being able to have that, talking to you,
Right.
chopping it up, doing this podcast,
Right.
those type of things, it definitely helps for sure. But outside of the boxing gym, going to the boxing gym, going to the regular gym, lifting, I think that's kind of like the foundation. I don't really even know outside of those things what else there is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't venture off and try to figure out
Try to find
what
something
I
else.
like,
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying. So I wouldn't even know how to.
Say you too old to figure out. You too old to go on a hike.
Well, not necessarily. That might be cool.
Yeah, I mean,
that
that's what
might
I'm
be
saying.
cool.
But
I didn't
that-
even think about that.
But that's a part of like I think those are big. Like
Yeah.
figuring out things you like. Go take a walk.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
In the neighborhood.
yeah,
Go take a walk. Look at the houses. That's what I be doing sometimes. I be
Yeah.
walking around the neighborhood just looking at the houses. Like
yeah, for sure.
especially when it was a little warmer.
Yeah.
KK would like ride her
Yeah.
bike, and I'd go out. We'd be walking. She'd ride her bike, and
Yeah.
we'd just go around the neighborhood and just kind of just do that. Just
Yeah.
getting out the house.
For sure. I find myself, that made me think about it, because I do be doing that. I find myself being outside, man, like 2-3 in the morning when the whole world just feel like silence. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The wind blowing, you hear the leaves, and it just
Yeah.
feel like peace for real. It's like I'm just chilling in my own thoughts. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
get
saying?
the
Trying to figure
fireplace
out-
going, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Get the fireplace going and I'm just chilling. Like, I feel like that's one of the things that I do too, just to decompress.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's important too. Just having,
Something like
yeah, but just having something for yourself. Just like,
For sure.
I mean, I think it's the same thing like for my wife as well. It's just like making sure that you got your friends, I got my friends, and like we
Yeah.
still have
Except
ourselves
we
off
together,
of-
but we still
like,
individuals. Yeah,
you still
for
got to
sure.
be able to have who you are separately,
Yeah.
and just how you are together. Because that's like burnout.
Yeah,
burnout
for
is
sure. That's
burnout
real.
is huge.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like it ain't a lack of like, oh, I don't love you no more. It's just
Yeah.
like we do everything together. Like
Yeah.
let's go do something else. Like
yeah, for sure.
so
Everything happens in seasons too,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It happens in seasons, and it end up coming back around. I know some people use the term the roller coaster or whatever.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
roller
for
coaster
sure.
or whatever. But in reality, it's a season. This is a season we in, and we gonna get through it. And the next season might be better than the last season,
For sure.
and so on and so forth. But yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. And then from a mental aspect, what do you do to kind of keep the mind fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I coached, I'm retired now. Retired
Yeah.
coach. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I might go back one day. I'm not gonna lie. We used to have 1 in 5, the mental health organization come in,
Mm-hmm.
and they would come in and they would talk to our players, and they would give them different exercises and things like that. It was called mindfulness, but they would give them different exercises just to kind of like relax the brain, relax the mind, and just kind of prepare you, for that. I remember one year, they came in and they had everybody lay down on their backs, close your eyes, and just kind of like visualize and go through like just like mental reps and getting ready. And the kids were goofy. They're so goofy.
Yeah.
But they really enjoyed it and they bought into it. But we had a game the next day and we were on the road and I walked into the locker room and everybody is laid out on the floor like with their eyes closed. Like,
Was that a form of meditation?
Like they were doing the mindfulness.
Oh, okay.
And they were like preparing themselves to like get ready for the game. But it was just funny to me
Yeah.
that like had somebody else walked in, they would have just been like,
What y'all
what
doing?
is going on in
what
here?
y'all doing?
But they were preparing themselves and getting ready for the game. We went out there, had a good game, we won, we was super. They was a good class, but the mental aspect, and my boy Stu is so great when it comes to like the mental health aspect, and he actually introduced us to 1 to 5, which is kind of how we got built that relationship with them. But the mental preparation is so important, just like the physical is, because you can be the strongest man in the world, but if the mental's not strong, it won't matter, right?
For sure.
So what is it that you do to kind of prepare the mental, just to be ready to be dad, to be husband, to be an employee? What do you do to kind of prepare for that?
So I do two things. My wife, she has this book. It's a daily book of prayers. So I read this book. I can't remember who the author is, but it's this 365 days of prayers. I read that when I find myself, checking out in a sense mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also write poetry, believe it or not.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, I write poetry. I'm pretty cold at it too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You have to do it on here. You got to bring one in and do it on the show.
That's cool. I could do that.
That'd be fire.
That would be. Yeah, but yeah, man, I like being able to write down my thoughts and be able to express it, even if it's just for myself. Even if I just go back and read it myself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just another outlet, another avenue to take to make sure my mental health is in a good shape. For sure.
That's what's up. So that just kind of like got me onto this. I be asking random questions all the time. Yeah. But I asked my wife probably like a week ago. She'll tell you I be asking all kinds of what if and then. Would you rather? I love asking those questions.
Yeah, for sure.
But I asked her, what was something that you did when you were younger that you were really good at that you no longer do?
Drawing. I used to draw.
Drawing. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I used to draw.
I can see that.
Anything that I see, I can draw it.
I can see. He's a Chris Brown type of dude.
What?
Chris Brown. You want to be? Yeah.
You silly. Man. Nah, I took the drawing. My uncles, they all knew how to draw. So just watching them draw things, it made me be like, inspired to try to do it. Yeah, man. So my whole pretty much childhood. I ain't gonna lie. Before my wife, that's how I used to be getting the girls. I'd draw them a picture or something, like elementary or whatever. Like I draw them a picture or draw something like name or something. Then they be like, "You got game." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, so drawing is one of those things that I used to do that I no longer do though. I don't know
Can
why.
you still draw?
I don't know. They said like riding a bike, but I haven't done it in so long. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can though. I think the last time I drew something probably was maybe 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, man.
19 maybe.
But that's something that's cool though. Like, cause that's something you could do like with your kids. It's like,
yeah, for sure.
I'm about to draw this picture and see if like, oh, look at this. Who is this?
Yeah,
like, draw Bluey. They go, kids like, oh, that's Bluey.
Yeah,
like, why not you want to draw Bluey?
I ain't never even look at it like that.
Yeah, like that's something like it's something cool just like to do. I wish I could draw, but I feel like everybody from the hood tried to draw, like or could draw. Or like attempted to be a drawer, like in some form. Everybody used to want to write their names in like the block letters and stuff. Yeah,
remember that little S thing we used to put three lines in?
But everybody wanted to do it. And it was just
sure.
It was everybody just thought it was the livest thing, bro.
It
was 9 lines that made this little S. That was.
For sure. So I was cold at drawing, but I could never paint. Like I couldn't color worth of nothing.
I
couldn't do it. The color combinations could never figure them out. But drawing, I bring some to life for sure.
That's what's up. For me, I think I used to write like stories. I used to do like short stories.
Okay, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man. We would just do it. I had like a composition book that was like full of them.
Yeah.
Where I just write a
was it like story. Poetry or you rapping? What you
it was like story. Like,
oh, okay, like a short
like a
story.
movie. Yeah, like almost like a movie. I would take like my friends. Like I would use like their names and put them in like the stories and just like make them different characters throughout what I was like trying to do or what I was trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
But it was something like when I was younger, I used to love to do it.
Yeah.
Like it was just like that was my thing. Like if I was bored at the house, like you ain't got practice or something, you just. I'm about to make a story and just come up with the most random stuff. I made stories about places I had never been to at that point. I had people from like California.
You still got any of those stories?
Man, I
would
have to find it. I know I'm sure I do though, because I still got like a shoebox that had like all my old notebooks and stuff. Yeah. And
I got the same thing, mine in a box.
Yeah, I'm sure. I used to have it in like the big little black totes and stuff that everybody had when they moved to college.
Yeah, for sure.
It was all in there, but I ended up throwing that away. But I put everything in like a shoebox, so I'm sure I still got some, man. But
so you feel like you're a creative person, like you got a creative mind?
I think I could tell a story.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
I think I could tell a story, and that's kind of one of the big things that I wanted to do. Right,
right.
Is being able to kind of tell stories tell,
something that people can relate to.
Yeah, through lived experiences, because I think it's so much. There's a way you can articulate things that everybody can understand.
That's facts,
right? And I think that I think personally I have that gift to be able to do that.
Yeah. Likewise.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I mean that's why we sit here, and I think being able to to kind of be in there and do that is a special moment. When you got the opportunity to do it, you got to share it.
For sure.
So
that's a great point.
I feel like sharing my gift is what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
And I really started to kind of feel, especially now, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do, right? I feel like I'm supposed to be on the microphones, telling the stories, and kind of evolving from there, and keep pushing it forward through like in the media space.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. It's crazy that you say that, but what's even crazier, what's interesting to me is, man, people will see something in you that you don't even see in yourself. Yeah. That's super interesting to me, because I've been hearing that, for pretty much for my whole life. Like, you need to be doing something. You need to be in, you know what I mean? Like, as far as being like you said, in front of the podcast, in front of the camera, speaking. I told my wife when I first met her, man, I felt like I was supposed to be like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Like, I'm supposed to have, like, God has something on me that I need to tell. Like, I need to,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Or start a movement or something like that. And I feel like that's what we're doing with this podcast.
Yeah. We
open up the doors to men and anybody really that feel like it's hard to open up and express yourself in ways that you never have before. Let them know that you can do that, even through just a normal conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's interesting, man. I agree with that. I feel like we're on the right path. What you think?
Man, we definitely on the right path, man. But it's funny now, right? Like, especially like going through it. I've been, the different iterations of the podcast that I've done.
Yeah,
I've always kind of felt like
something was missing.
Not even something was missing, but I always felt like I was like the piece.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the piece. Like the first podcast, like I said, my boy Stu's Stu's the visionary. Like, Stu the vision, I'm the piece. Like,
right.
Without the vision and the piece, if they not together, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of felt like our first podcast, we were so successful because we had that.
Yeah.
So you also, like, when you're a big piece, you need somebody else that has like the same vision as you have.
For sure.
And being able to be in this situation now, I feel like we've kind of mirrored that. We mirror that with each other.
Yeah.
And, being in similar situations where we are in life, it kind of just makes it like a natural transition.
For sure. It almost feels like it's ordained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
like you just said, it's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think later on, when we look back on this podcast, you were like, this bring me peace. For sure. One of those avenues like, this bring me peace. Right, for
sure.
Being able to just reflect on it.
Yeah, and then
how far you come.
But that's important, though. I think that's important, and I'm just now getting to that point, to be able to reflect, like reflecting on like what I've done so far, right? Because I'm 30, right? So,
oh boy,
yeah, I am. But like, so for example, like I said, I was a coach, right?
Yeah.
This would have been my 10th year coaching.
Yeah.
So the first class of kids that I had graduated high school in 2022. They are now juniors in college. When I started coaching them, I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
I had no idea about the world or anything, but I just knew that, like, in that moment in time, I was coaching. That's what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right. That was like one of the things. That was a form of peace for me.
Right.
Was to be out there, to be coaching, to be giving back to the game that gave me so much when it comes to basketball.
Yeah.
This is where I'm supposed to be. And I just had a conversation on, it was Saturday night, with a player that I coached. Right. He's currently playing college football.
Yeah.
He's a dog, best tight end in the country. I'm gonna keep saying it. But like, I always like, I try to watch every single one of his games. I always talk to him after the game, let him know, like, did a good job, great game, proud of you. But every time he talks to me, he always tells me how big of an influence I was in his life. And to
mess
me,
you up a little bit, don't
man,
it? Like,
what?
dang.
Every single time, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
I know the feeling.
like every single time, but he always tells me that.
Yeah.
And I don't even like expect to hear it. And honestly, like I don't
look for it.
Yeah, I'm not looking for it. But like,
but it's good to know it.
When somebody tells you that, especially somebody that like, I love those kids, those guys that I coach, bro. I love them to death. And every time that I talk to any of them, they always reiterate the same things. It's just about how important, like myself, Aunt, Stu, Kendall, like how much we meant to them in their development from junior high to high school, from high school now to college.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it don't get no better
like
than that
mentor.
to me. You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
like, whenever like him telling me that, man, I'll be ready to cry. Like I'm like, oh my goodness, here you go again. Like,
so when you sit down and reflect on all of that,
yeah, but like I'm like, bro, I did so much in the first 30 years of my life.
Yeah.
And the 12 years from 18 to 30 as an adult, I've done a lot.
Yeah.
And like, sometimes it's like I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to reflect when you're not where you want to be.
Yeah, that's facts.
And because I'm a very tough critic on myself, sometimes I'm a little hard on myself.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, but you're not here.
Right.
Or like when, comparison culture, when you see somebody like your peers in your friend group and you see them doing something and you like,
That's true, man. Me and my wife had a conversation all the time. We both are, super ambitious and, go-getters. But we asked ourselves, or I might have asked her, at what point are we going to feel satisfied?
Right.
You know what I mean? If we always constantly going and like trying to be, more than what we were yesterday or in our last season or whatever, at what point are we going to be like, we made it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that's going to ever come. We're going to always feel like, what's the next thing? You know what I'm saying? But I think it's important, to your point, to be able to reflect and sit in that and be like, I've done a lot in these past however many years, and I'm still going, and I think that's super dope, man.
Yeah, man. That's crazy that you say that though, because I don't think I'll ever get to that point
where you satisfied.
Yeah, like even like with this, right? The first goal is 1,000 downloads. Right. Yeah. Once you get to 1,000 downloads, we ain't gonna be like, no, well, that was cool.
1,000, right? Facts.
Nah, because then you're gonna be like, oh, we got 1,000, 5,
yeah, and so
then
on
10,
and
and 50, then 100, and then it's like,
yeah,
oh, we made $10,000.
Yeah,
that's gonna be like, if we made 10, we can make 30.
Yeah,
it's gonna keep going. Like, there's always gonna be like a number to chase
for sure.
And it's I think like that constant.
My bad. Go ahead. My bad. I cut you
off. Just like that constant chase.
Yeah.
Like always being on the chase for something bigger is how you keep going. That's how you stop yourself from getting content.
For sure. So you feel like that's a good thing, a good trait to have?
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to peace, how would that fit in?
I think
you feel what I'm saying? Because
I think it's the direct opposite.
Okay, I got you. That's the same. That's where I was going with
like,
that.
I think it's the direct opposite.
Yeah.
And I mean, I talk to my wife about it. I don't sleep.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for me to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm chasing something. Like, I'm chasing something.
For sure.
I don't know if it's a monetary value.
Yeah.
But I'm chasing something. I'm chasing something that I can't see.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, when you say it out loud, I'm chasing something I can't see, but I know that I'm chasing something.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I know exactly what you mean when you say that.
Brother, what are you chasing then?
I know exactly what you mean when you say that.
And, like, it's just that constant pursuit that keeps me going. And it's a problem because I can't sleep at night. I wake up every day 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
No matter when I go to sleep, I'm waking up at 4. Maybe 5 sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like, once I wake up, I can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, as soon as my eyes open.
Yeah.
All right, well, can't go back to sleep now, so what we about to do?
Yeah, gotta get up.
And so, that right now is where I'm at. I'm trying to sleep longer. I just want to sleep like 2 hours longer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to wake up every day at 5 o'clock. Like, it's just like my body, like the alarm for my body is 5 o'clock. It's the latest we can sleep, and then after that, we up. Like, we just, like, this past weekend, we went and celebrated my wife's 30th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Had a ball. That was nice.
Somebody was supposed to hop on the karaoke. That's all I'm saying. But they didn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody was supposed to hop on the karaoke. Yeah, man, you was, man. They was called, everybody did it, man.
Yeah, but see, I always strive to be different. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody did it, why would I do it?
Because that was a part of the invitation to come in and celebrate the birthday. Everybody got to hop on the mic.
I had a good time watching y'all.
Choose a song, man. I did a couple songs, man. I
had a good time watching y'all. Y'all was doing y'all thing though.
Main character energy, man.
Main character.
Yeah, but even like for that night, we went out. We had drinks. We was out late. I slept for 4 hours. Got up and went to work. But it's just the pursuit that I'm just chasing. This like overall, like it's not really a perfection thing because
in a sense it is
perfect. Yeah, but nobody's gonna be perfect, and I know that. I'm realistic in that aspect, but I feel like I can get close.
Yeah,
sure. And I like Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. Right?
Yeah,
it's Kobe. It's the mentality, but that was one of the big things that growing up that kind of drew me to Kobe.
Yeah,
was his mentality of like, I'm gonna be the best.
Yeah.
Dude got Shaq on his team. Shaq the best big man in the world. He like trade him or trade me.
Right.
Well, who says that?
Right.
Like who? Like
sure.
Who in their right mind goes to a general manager and says, trade the most dominant player to ever play the game, or trade me, because I can't play with this because he don't work as hard as I do.
Right.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like you gotta be almost like. Looney to go and like demand that,
but he
like,
believed in himself.
Yeah, but that's the mentality that I have.
Yeah,
and it's just like you gotta go get it.
Right.
So
for sure.
But also, I've been like I said, I be asking all these random questions, right?
Yeah.
So I was on the internet, how the internet do, and there was a question. It said, "Would you take $1 million right now, but the only caveat is you have to leave the person that you are in a relationship with and never be with them again?"
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about prior to hitting record, our money ain't good money.
That is true. That's a fact.
I know for a fact my relationship has more value than any money. You know what I mean? Any amount of money.
That's crazy. So when I saw that question, that was kind of where I was getting to with it too. Was like, I don't think there's not a monetary value that I could be like, yes, I'll take that.
Right.
Like, it don't like I could be poor, like no money, but I know for sure that it's no amount of money that's gonna make me be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna take that money and I just won't never be with my wife again.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
So, but the internet be going crazy, and it was funny to like look at the comments and read it. But
people were saying they quick, like, what? Give me $1 million.
Man, somebody was like, I'll go for 100,000.
That's funny.
But it's funny. It's a funny thing to see, but it's also the importance of who you love.
Yeah.
Right, like who your relationship is with, who you love, who you build the family with is so important.
For sure.
I see so many people, especially in our age, our generation, our demographic, where they talk about like they baby mamas, they talk about their girlfriends, their ex-girlfriends, and just like the craziest light.
Yeah.
And it's just like a
reminder in the sense of what you
got. Yeah, man, for sure.
I think about that too, man.
And I be talking to my friends, like my single friends, and I just be like, brother, I don't know how you
missing
do it.
Out.
Like, I don't know how you do it in this generation and this time. Like, I couldn't be single. I couldn't be like wondering like where I'm gonna find that connection at.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't trade anything in terms of for my relationship. Like, ups and downs, arguments, all that. I wouldn't trade it to be single.
Absolutely.
Like,
I feel the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I
think when you married though, you got a different like, it's a covenant, right?
Yeah.
So it's a different. What's the word I want to use? that union just feels different spiritually as opposed to just being in boyfriend and girlfriend.
Bro,
when y'all had that dynamic and y'all going through different situations, different, like the ups and downs and things like that, you end up seeing the person who they really are, right? And you learn to love that person too. I love all sides of that person. So I feel like that you can't put a price on that. Being able to build that and being able to say, "Oh, we've been through these things, and we pushed through it, but forget it all for some money." Like, man, that don't make sense. Like,
I think that is so crazy.
What's that? Like, people would do that?
Not even that. I just think it's crazy where you could be with someone for, say, 5 years.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't look to fight for that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, fight for that thing where you see it. And sometimes people grow apart, differences or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But in a lot of cases, it's a simple, like a giving up. Or I think that, especially like when you have kids, I don't think that people kind of
think about how it impacts them.
I don't think they think about how it impacts both.
Right.
Like how it impacts both parties, right?
Yeah.
And that's like another part of like the peace conversation, right?
For sure.
But like for women, they go through so many changes, right?
Yeah.
Your body changes. Emotionally, you're different. Yeah. Physically, you're different. Everything is different.
Yeah.
But as the man on the opposite side, I now have to adjust to all everything being different for you, but also it's different for me.
Yeah.
Because
you gotta stay strong.
Even that, but like as a mom, you get to build this relationship with your child, like over the course of 9 months, where no matter what, when that baby comes out, they love you more than anything in this world.
Yeah.
Whereas, as a father, like now I got to build a relationship. I got to figure out I'm gonna balance this.
Yeah.
Like I want to build this relationship with my child, and of course, as the dad, like that connection is supernatural as well.
Yeah.
But it's still like a scary thought, especially like the first child. Like that was the scariest.
I think. I agree with that, man, and I think a lot of men could relate to this too, man. Like based off what you just said.
But I think that's why a lot of the relationships fail.
Yeah.
When they first start, because the men don't know how to say I'm scared.
Yeah, that part too.
Like they don't it's like, and I don't think also the empathy part of it to where they don't necessarily know how to say like I see you, like, or they can't verbalize saying like I see you and I appreciate you for this hard work that you just put in, because I mean it is a job for 9 months to carry a child.
It comes with growth.
Yeah, and I think like on the outside looking in, like that's one of the big things that I always try to tell like young people when they, like when you see like a young dude and his girlfriend pregnant, it's just like, you're gonna have to be patient, and understanding, and you may bend a little more than you would have ever thought, in this first part, but it's not just for your wife thing or for your girlfriend thing. It's for you as well, because
that's for sure.
It's new for both of y'all. Yeah. Like if it's your first child, this is new for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like growing pains that kind of go through it, but that don't mean like it's not intentional. Right. Like she ain't intentionally just mad at you. She ain't intentionally yelling at you. Like bro, like
it comes with it.
Waking up at 2:00 in the morning every 2 hours is stressful. It's hard, especially if you're a breastfeeding mother. Like if you breastfeeding, you gotta get up.
For sure. Sometimes they don't even know what's going on with them. Themselves.
Like postpartum, and that's hard too.
That is.
That's hard as the man, and I think a lot of too is like I think a lot of women do go through postpartum.
Yeah.
And the men don't necessarily know how to handle that part as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of, especially when, like you said, when you're a new father, you don't know what to expect. Everything is just new to you. You just feel like dang, like you tripping, or like what I do now type of thing.
And it's
but
like,
in reality,
brother, it's not you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the situation. It's a new baby. They wake up every 2 hours.
New dynamic. Yeah, for sure. It's a learning experience for each party, for sure.
Yeah, but for when it comes to just like the piece itself, right? Emotionally, is there any ways for you that you feel that that you can kind of navigate to like find a peace emotionally, right? With when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to, you know, socially, like, is there anything that you kind of feel?
No. That's a short answer, but nah, man, I'm still a work in progress, man. When it comes to my emotions, I never been big on my emotions. I never been big on like feeling like anything.
Is it hard for you to kind of express that though, like the feelings?
Absolutely, still to this day, absolutely, and it's just it's a me thing. Like I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't know if it has anything to do with how I grew up or just. I think it might have to do with all of a combination, just life in general and how I grew up.
Do you have those conversations though, like
with my wife?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
like
she understands.
Like where you tell her though, like where you telling her like it's hard for me to.
Absolutely.
And she's like, I'm your wife.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've had that conversation
Absolutely.
as well. But it's so hard. Like it's hard to really like channel the emotions that you have.
For me, it's hard. It's even harder to even identify.
Yes, like sometimes I don't know that I'm making this face. Like I don't know that I'm mad.
Right.
Like I thought
I was cool.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but I don't know. Like I've been like it's hard to kind of like tap into the emotions and to really know how you feel sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure.
And then being able to articulate it.
Yeah, like, but I'm not sure where it comes from.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm not sure where, like, why it's hard to be able to verbalize. I don't know if it's because I just didn't see it growing up.
Yeah.
Or you know,
I think it's all of it.
Yeah, but that's one of the big things that like I personally want to work on.
Yeah. Is
to be able to like vocalize it, because like I think like my wife, like she can vocalize like how she's feeling.
Yeah, my wife called at it too.
In the moment,
yeah,
like
my wife called at it too. He'd be like, "Damn, you feel all of that in 23 seconds?"
Yeah, and like, but I'm like, where? How? Like, how do I get to that point to where I can tell you this offends me? Because I don't know.
See, I'm conflicted because I feel like we should be able to say that or express that, but at the same time, being the man, being that rock. That just putting another burden on my wife. And I'm supposed to be her protector.
Yeah, but how do you know? That's what I'm saying. But how do you know
conflicted?
How do you know you feel it? Like, how do you know when?
I mean,
you
feel something, but you just be like,
but you don't know what you feel. You don't know when you feel offended.
I kind of just write it off, like whatever. Like, and I try to and I think to myself, I'm letting it go. But in reality, she feel it now too. Like, oh, you upset or something going on with you. But I'm like, I just came over here upstairs to watch TV by myself. That's it. Like, I let it go. I ain't even thinking about that no more. But in reality, I'm not being how I just was 20 minutes ago.
But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's the thing too, is like a lot of times, like I'm laid back. I'm very, very laid back. Sometimes I'm a little too laid back, and that's one of my flaws, and I'm not working on it. I'm not working on that.
That's funny. At least you can admit that.
Yeah, that's just one of them things where it's just like, that's just who I am, bro. I remember my dad got so mad at me when I was in high school. Yeah. Because I was just so nonchalant. Like he was heated. I'm like,
you feel like he was playing without enthusiasm?
It wasn't even, bro. It wasn't even in the game. I was walking around. He was so mad that I was just nonchalantly walking. Yeah. I'm like, this is just how I walk. I don't know what to do. Like, it's just one of them things. Like, I can't change it.
Right.
Like, it's just who I am.
It's your character.
It's just, I'm laid back. So like, it's hard. Like it's hard to get a ride. Like if I yell or if I'm mad, like you don't know it, because if I get to that point and like out of my character, it's beyond. Yeah, like because I just be chilling, man. I'm just going through the breeze, walking and chilling.
See, I'm big on it. Got to make sense. I be trying to dissect it, like, hold on, that ain't make sense. You know what I mean? So I'm be more upset that it didn't make sense than what you saying or what's going on. You know what I mean? That's
but you can't say that part though.
I'm saying to me. I'm saying to me. I'm not saying I'm saying to me it didn't make sense.
No, you
not
definitely
that it didn't
can't
make
say
sense in general.
Because I'm one of them people too, where like I'm very realistic. Like I don't make decisions without taking everything into account.
Right, for sure.
Like I'm a very realistic person. I understand the outcomes before I make a decision.
Right. For sure, you gotta do that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. You might want to leave that there. You might want to leave that there.
But you know, like that's just how I am. That's just who I am as a person. So like, some things won't make sense where it's like, let's go. For example, let's be like, oh, let's go to Chicago today. Yeah. Be like, the rent due next week. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we can figure that out.
Yeah, we can still do it.
But the rent due. Like, if we go to Chicago, we gonna spend. Like, but that's in my mind, like, the rent due, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
But if she be like, let's go to Chicago, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
We'll just figure it out when we get back.
Yeah. That's good, though. I mean, it ain't good. I'm saying it's good that you like that in the sense of you know that you're going to be good anyway, regardless. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have that, be like, I know we're going to figure it out, so we could do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right, man. Let's see here. Did Dre listen to new music this last week?
Absolutely not. Nope. I ain't real big on music. Yeah, so man. You know what I be into though? I be into motivational speeches, and I listen to sermons. I don't really listen to music, or if I do, it's like PMJ or something. Like that amazing song. You heard that?
Nah.
Cold. It's cold. Well, I'm gonna send it to you.
Who is that?
PMJ, Pastor Mike Jr.
Oh, okay.
I be doing stuff like that. I don't really be listening to that.
Okay.
I gotta be something motivational. Something's gonna make me be like, I gotta keep going, or you know what I mean? Like, something's gonna make me think too. This guy named Jordan Peterson. He's a psychologist, and he just talks about many different points about people and how they act, how their brain development it is, and things like that. That's what I be into. I'm listening.
Okay, so this gonna be a part of our new segment, right?
What's that?
So every week, I'm gonna give you new music to listen to.
What, you gonna come back and perform it?
Nah, you ain't gotta perform it. I'm gonna give you new music to listen to, and then you'll give me your review on it.
That's cool.
And what you think?
Yeah.
And then you give me.
Do they be like who though?
Anybody? It'll be whoever I was listening to that I liked this week.
That's cool.
And then what you'll do is you'll give me, let's say, a podcast. Let's see.
Or a sermon.
Gotcha. And then I'll listen to that.
Yeah.
And that'll be my homework for the week. So
for sure.
Yours will be the music, mine will be the sermon.
For sure.
That'll be what we do. We're gonna do that every week.
For sure.
So this past week we had three really good albums that came out.
Who?
We had Wale dropped.
Did not know that.
Wale dropped. T Grizzly dropped, and then Summer Walker.
I didn't know none of that. I don't even think I probably know. I don't think I know none of T Grizzly songs, bro.
That's crazy. You know, First Day Out.
How I go?
I know they prayed on my downfall.
Oh yeah. That's when we first came out, right? Yeah, y'all know that. Yeah, that's the only one I know.
So I'm gonna give you Wale's.
I like Wale though. That's cool. Yeah, listen to that.
His album, but his album is really tied to what we doing right now.
Okay.
What's man, what is that? I'll get the name of it in a minute.
Okay.
But the album from start to finish is one of the best albums that I've heard in a long. Honestly, this year has been a lot of really good albums, just from people kind of just giving like just real life music and good music.
Yeah.
But this one was more. This is him talking about his relationship. You know, his relationship with his child's mother, loss of his brother,
things he went through.
Yeah, like going to weddings and you know what I'm saying, like just kind of like the evolution of him as a man going through depression, fighting through it. Like
I might like that.
All of that is on this album. Like it's a really good album.
Yeah, I think I might like that.
I mean, when it came out that Friday, I listened to that album 6 times that day. Like I just kept playing it. Like it was really, really good. It was up. Everything is a lot. That's what it's
called.
Everything is a lot.
That's a great title for that.
Tremendous. Too. But you know, it kind of goes to like the More About Nothing album. But so Everything is a lot. Tremendous album. It was definitely that was the highlight of my week. I listened to that album nonstop. I was listening to it today on the way here. Yeah. So that's gonna be the homework for Dre.
That's cool.
Is to listen to the Everything is a Lot by Wale this week.
That's cool. Everything is a lot. I got you. And in closing, man, this has been another episode of us, man. I want to challenge y'all this week. All the viewers that's gonna tune in, all the men, women, whoever watches it. I challenge you to ask yourself, what do peace look like? What do peace look like to you? For sure. And we out. How long was that, Pops?